Welcome to Auchlone Nature Kindergarten. One of the things that's important to us here at the Auchlone is the entranceway. It's about saying welcome, it's about saying come on in. So we decided to make it so that it was quite rocky. As you can see here, it's an element of rock. So we've got the big boulders there, but you can see also children's traces of play in terms of the marking on the paths. So we asked children how they wanted to get in, and they said to us they wanted to come through a gate, they wanted to come through an arch, and they wanted to go over a bridge. So that's what we did. We made this when we opened 10 years ago, and so come on in and you can choose the way that you come through. So for some children who come into Auchlone, they want to look first, and so these boards that we put up are called Pipo Boards, and the idea is that children can look into a space before having to make a commitment to come in. You often find a lot of the 2-year-olds settle in this space. And here you are, you're in the middle of Auchlone. So let's just go over here and we'll talk a little bit about the space itself. It's an old gatehouse, and the gatehouse was built in 1854, something like that. So it has its own sense of gravitas. What we've tried to do here, as you can see, is that we have the natural elements. We have large-scale hills and rocks, but we also have clay, we have wood, so we have materials to give lots of different aspects and height and dimension. Like most children, sometimes you just want to take it easy, so this is our storytelling arbor that I designed. This is where we sit and just look and be with the natural world. Like any nursery, we always have our outdoor shelves. Children have water that's in the water container. We fill it once a day, and when that container is empty, then you don't get any more. So we had to really start to think about the use of the hose pipe. So although we're in a wet climate, it's really important for us that children understand the impact of leaving the tap running. Moving around here, this is technology zone. So this whole space is designed for the guttering, for the stands. It's also our gardening space, as you can see from the little greenhouse. Children are encouraged always to wash their own things. So this is the sink for washing the plant pots. And we've got water in it here today, so that they can engage in that process. Even in the process of washing a plant pot, you're looking at so much of the scientific curriculum. So things like looking at diffraction, looking at the idea of absorption is all happening, but it's happening through the context of something that makes sense in the context of a nature kindergarten. So gathering spaces are really important to us, hence the idea of the circularity of the stone circle. In Scotland, we have a real tradition of the idea of circularity. We call them ceilidhs, where we gather together, we tell stories, we share songs, we do a bit of dancing. And so you'll see circularity coming through the landscape as a concept here. You see it again in the willow hut beside me. You'll see it also over at the firehouse here, and the firehouse up in the far side of the wood. It's a lovely time of year here at Auchlone. It's springtime, so the apple blossom is out, which is totally beautiful. And then this is our homemade frog pond area. So the children and parents made the fence. It's really important for us that they understand the concept of boundary, not through us putting a boundary up, but that they understand that it's a boundary to keep themselves safe, but also to keep the frogs protected.